Hello everybody, how are we doing? It's me, John, and I'm back for a vlog. And yes, nothing of major interest has happened recently, but I just wanted to just dust the camera off and make a vlog. A slight little update on the vape situation, which is I still haven't vaped, and it is 3 weeks tomorrow, because today's Sunday. I've been recording this and uploading this. So 3 weeks since I said bye-bye to the vape. So just a small little update there. And because I don't want to overdo it with the vape thing. Once I hit a really major milestone with the vape thing, then I will probably be a bit more, I'll make it more highlighted about the situation. So like, say if I'm, I don't know, say like I'm 2 or 3 months in, say like 2 months with no vape, and so on and so forth, like actual milestones, instead of just doing it as a weekly thing, like I have been doing. I'm thinking of just leaving it and just updating, when it's like a bit more of a milestone, instead of like, I don't want every vlog to just be talking about my vape situation, because even though that is a journey that I'm currently working towards, and it is something that I'm currently on, and it is something that I do want to keep updated to a degree, but I don't want the vape situation to just over thingy everything else, But anyways, I'm currently just chilling out. Had Sam this afternoon. He came down, came round, should I say. Chilled out, had a cup of tea, and just just had a chat, catch up, because I hadn't seen him for about a week or so. So yeah, Sam came down, had a chill out, sat out in the sun, in the garden, because it was nice and sunny today. So did that. Yeah, this coming Friday, so basically this Friday coming, the 30th, me and Smithy are going to be meeting up, and we are finally going to be paying the rest of the holiday off, the remaining balance for the holiday in September to America. So we've both been currently, since we initially booked it. Me and Smithy obviously paid like an amount each to basically reserve our flights and accommodation and stuff, and obviously booked the holiday, of course. So we paid an amount to reserve everything, and that was, I think, it was going back a bit. But anyway, so we got Smithy got the email from the travel agent that we used, and so basically we have to go in on the Friday the 30th in the morning at some point, meet up and go and pay the rest of the balance off for the holiday, what we've been working towards and saving towards. Once that is all paid off, then we will be starting the process of saving for the spending money for the holiday, because that is the next thing, is that we need spending money while we're there, and enough spending money to last us the duration of like the 2 weeks we're in America. So obviously, as I've said, we're doing 1 week in Atlanta, Georgia. Why Atlanta, Georgia? People are probably going to still be asking why there, because nobody seems to really think about that part of America. But it basically, where we're going, it is basically kind of like the cheaper alternatives of places to go in America. And also, there is less likely for us to be surprised by extra fees when we get there, as in tourist fees and things like that. Apparently, where we're going, there isn't much of that to really worry about. Obviously, it is still touristy to a degree, but it's not as tourist heavy compared to other parts of America, hence why it's a little bit cheaper. So we're doing, that's the reason why we're going there. That's why we're starting the holiday off 1 week in Atlanta, Georgia, and then we're doing 1 week in Nashville. So the second week is going to be in Nashville, which is going to be a bit more of a lively affair, I hope. It's going to be a bit more party-centric, more bar-heavy, more music-centric as well, because obviously Nashville is famous for music culture. And obviously me and Smithy both love our music, and I think Nashville would actually be a nice little ender, go out with a bang sort of thing. Like start off in Atlanta, Georgia, which is going to be probably a little bit more relaxing, more chilled. And then we're going to be going to Nashville. That's going to be a little bit more heavier and a lot more going on. And that's the plan. But yes, it will be pretty good to get all that sorted out. Everything we've been saving towards in order to pay the rest of the balance off. Get that out of the way and then start the saving process afterwards for spending money. And that's the plan with that. So yeah, it's gonna hopefully be a good time. I'm looking forward to it because there's still a fair few months to go until it comes around. It's September, of course, so I've got TF Nation before that, so I need to try and sort some money out for that. Yeah, that's becoming a bit of a problem as TF Nation, being able to get some money together for that. I mean, all I need to do is I just need to prioritise money towards my hotel room and just enough to get me through with food and stuff. I'm really not that bothered about picking anything up in particular while at TF Nation. I'm really not that bothered. I more or less just want to go there because I want to meet the guests, because, the guests that are going. That's mainly why I want to go, is because I want to meet the guests and obviously catch up with some great friends that I chill out with people, and that's the point. So as long as I've got the money together to pay towards my hotel room and maybe a little bit extra on top just to help out with food and drink and stuff. That's all I really care about this time around. I mean, I don't have that much time off this time as well, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. Yeah, I only have 2 days off. I think I mentioned this probably early on, I can't remember. But I only have 2 days off for TF Nation this year. I usually take off the entire week of me coming home, because obviously I travel home the Monday usually. So I travel home the Monday and I am off right through to the following Monday. So I have an entire week off after coming back from TF Nation, because I do that on purpose because I know what I'm like. I am naturally exhausted because of the weekend that has just happened, and a lot of alcohol is usually consumed, and a lot of my energy and everything goes into the event of a lot of walking and a lot of on the go all the time and up relatively early and just going for it. So after basically getting there on the Thursday right through to coming on the Monday, I'm just on the go constantly. So yeah, it's that I usually take off the whole week of me coming home. So from the Monday of me travelling home right through to the following Monday of me going back to work, so literally that whole week, I usually take a full week off because I know what I'm like, I know what my energy levels are like when I'm back, and it just helps me to recuperate and get back into, get my energy levels back. But unfortunately, that is not the case this year. I struggled to get the time off for TF Nation this year. It was almost not going to happen. And luckily, I worked with my manager and I have got the time off now. But I've only got the Thursday and the Monday off. So Thursday of me travelling to and Monday of travelling home, and I'm back at work on a Tuesday, the day after we come home, and I am not that impressed with that. I am not very happy. To be honest with you, part of me is considering. Part of me is considering of maybe if depending on coming home the Sunday, so that I literally have the whole Monday to myself. So I come home the Sunday, get home, and try and see if I can get a relatively late coach home on the Sunday. Um, I know that sounds like this is just a thought in my head of considering. I know it means for me coming home, it means that hotel and everything is going to be messed up a little bit, which means I'm going to lose a day's hotel um, because I'm coming home a day early. But I might not bother doing that. I might just wing it. I mean, end of the day, it's one of them, innit? It can't be helped. It's one of those years. So many people at work wanted around about the same point of time off, and you can only have max of maybe about one or two people off at this over the same duration of time. And when I put my request in, I noticed that the request form was still there for like a week or two afterwards. So I asked like three or four times over a period of a couple of weeks what was going on with my holiday form. It hadn't been approved, and I was getting really quite. Even though it isn't even August yet, this was like months ago when I handed in a good maybe month or so ago when I handed this holiday form in. So I handed it in really good time, enough notice, and but yeah, basically, I think my manager said he wanted some time off in August, give or take around about the dates I wanted, and then my team leader and also another guy. So there's apparently around the dates of what I wanted off. There was apparently another two or three people that wanted time off around my dates or around the point that I wanted off. So, yeah, it caused a little bit of a panic on my part because I thought, shit, I'm not going to be able to get there. But luckily, he worked with me, my manager. I will give him credit where it's due there. And yeah, I have the Thursday and the Monday off, so at least he's given me 2 days off instead of all the dates that I wanted. He's given me the crucial dates for me to travel down and home at least. So I do still get like a long weekend off anyway. So I'm getting, obviously I don't work the weekend. The Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I don't work. I only do 4 day weeks. I work Monday to Thursday is my normal working week, 4 days, and then I'm off the Friday, Saturday, Sunday as normal. So the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't bother me at all when it comes to getting time off for the weekend. But I always travel down the Thursday. The day before everything all kicks off. So I always travel down the Thursday the day before, and I travel home the Monday because it's a lot easier to travel home the Monday than it is messing about with Sunday, coming home the Sunday on public transport or whatever and whatever. So it's just easier for us, just a lot easier for us doing it that way. So, but at least I've got the Thursday travelling to Birmingham for TFN and the Monday coming home. At least I've got those 2 main days booked off, which is the main priority days for travelling, really. So, yes. And that's pretty much going to be the vlog today, really, folks. Just a little bit of a yammer. But I will be there. But yes, I'm going to try and get some money sorted for TF Nation. There's still a good 2 or so months, so about 2.5 months, a little over 2 months to go until TFN, until August. So yeah, I should be able to get something sorted within that time frame. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just I'm going to have to be a little bit more a proper Yorkshireman over this period of time until I go to TFN, as in, do not spend much money at all. Do not, just basically just try and save as much money as I can, and not spend as much. The only stuff that I will, but that is priority, is anything to do with my car. So basically, petrol, of course. That is a priority because I need my car to get to work. But apart from that, I'm just going to try and keep it just petrol for my car, and anything else, try and keep it to a minimum. And I think I should be able to deal with it, because I have been able to save for 2 things simultaneously in the past. But the problem is, what's messing me about, as I have mentioned previously on this channel as a discussion video, is basically the hotels are now asking for payment via card, not cash anymore. Apparently the Moxie, where we're staying this year for TF Nation, as well as the Hilton, where TFN is hosted at, apparently they have changed their policies. Apparently the Moxie has never accepted cash payments, I assume. It's the first time this year that we're going to be checking out the Moxie as a hotel and using it, or booking there anyway. So it's going to be, basically it's all card only now with hotels for, payment. They don't accept cash anymore, because I used to save my hotel money as cash. You know what I mean? I used to save my hotel money as cash, and put what I owe for my hotel, for my half of the hotel, I used to put that separate as cash, and then whatever else I had left over was spending money for the weekend, which was usually card or whatever. So I used to kind of try and keep it separate, keep my spending money and my hotel money separate. So that's how I used to deal with it. But things have changed since last year. I'm pretty damn sure I paid with cash last year for the Hilton, but now it seems you have to pay with card, according to what I've been told. I don't know, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass, because it makes it a little bit difficult to be able to save for 2 things on my, because I only have one saving account on my online banking, so it makes it a little bit difficult to a bit difficult to save for 2 things simultaneously. But I will sort it out. Don't worry. I will sort it out. I've done it before, and I can do it again, and I will certainly give it a good go. And as long as I've got the money for my hotel sorted, the actual spending money itself shouldn't be too much of a problem, because I get paid the Friday of us actually at TF Nation, and I also get paid the Friday before we go. So I should be alright when it comes to extra money, to actually help me out for the weekend. But it'll be alright. But anyway, so that's the vlog. Thanks for listening to me yammer on, talk about nonsense. But take care, thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now.